Today I'm doing a review on the Century Cornerman heavy bag stand. You can see it behind me there with the ProLast bag hanging on it. So I've owned this stand for about a year now and paid $400 and something for it about a year ago. Right now it is $489.99 at Dick's Sporting Goods. I also purchased it through Dick's as well. And I do think, you know, in terms of like the price and getting what you pay for, that it's a good quality for the dollar amount. You know, kind of comparing it to some of the other options out there, which there are not a lot of options, by the way, if you're trying to get a heavy bag stand that you don't have to mount to drywall, studs, ceiling, etc. You know, there's not a lot of games in town, and this one is probably the best option. I think I dug around a lot online, and so I wanted to throw this review out there because I was looking for them myself before I made this purchase. I was skeptical that this thing was going to hold up to the abuse. And, you know, overall, I mean, not to like kind of spoiler alert, right? But it does do pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, yeah, so we'll dive into more details here. So price, kind of expensive, but it's pretty reasonable. All right, next thing I wanted to talk about was the assembly. And building this was very simple. It probably took 30 minutes. All the parts are very obvious what goes together with what. There's like maybe one, possibly two bolt sizes. And really it takes, you know, no real thought. You don't even really need the instructions. It's like that easy to assemble. On to durability and stability. That is kind of the main thing that I was concerned with before I bought this. I didn't know if it would be able to hold up to all the abuse, and it has surprised me. It's really done a great job there. I do have to add the caveat, though, that the stability, camera real quick, the stability is contingent on having four. I got two there, one there, and one there. You need 4 sandbags to really make this thing stable, or it is going to bounce around and walk around on you a little bit when you use it. But with those, you know, I haven't knocked it into the drywall or anything else yet. It's staying in place. There is no way you're gonna like knock this thing over in its entirety. The only concern would be it kind of, you know, walking around on the floor, and I'm on carpet, so that helps too. But definitely, if you buy this and you want it to be stable, plan on adding sandbags, that's for sure. I'm going to throw some punches at it here just to give you guys an idea of how it reacts to some shots. You can try to see the movement on it and stuff. And then this will also blend into the next topic, which is noise. And it is pretty loud when you hit it, though. So that might be kind of one of the cons of it. My overall thoughts on this, my overall score, recommendation, and all that, you know, if I could scale out of 10, I'd give it like an 8. Would I recommend someone to buy it? Yep, I would. You know, that's after 1 year of use, so keep that in mind, because actually I made a recommendation recommending one of the bags that I would now probably not recommend. So I guess, you know, you never know the more you keep using it when your recommendation would change. But 1 year into it, using it twice a week, 30 minutes a session. It's basically just me. You know, I do hit pretty hard. I do, you know, throw hard shots at it. I'm about 195 pounds, 6 foot, fairly strong, blah, blah, blah. So, but, you know, it's not getting like used a ton, but when I use it, I use it. I don't hold back. I throw on it hard, and it's been pretty good. So I definitely think, especially if you're looking for an option that does not include holes in your drywall, holes in your ceiling, or anything like that, you just want to be able to throw this thing into a room, not have to worry about it. It is a good choice. Be mindful of your ceiling height. I had to take, you know, some tiles out of the drop ceiling, which I can just slide back in. It's not like a permanent thing, but I had to do that in order to get the bag like high enough. And even still, my, you know, my chin level punches are like basically white at that white stripe. So it'd be kind of nice if I could have got it higher, and, you know, those face level punches for me were lower down on the bag. But, you know, it does accommodate a pretty low ceiling, as you can see, and it could accommodate a higher ceiling to get that bag further up off the ground for you too. So yeah, again, Century Cornerman bag, $4.89. A year into it, I would say, yeah, go ahead and buy it. You shouldn't be disappointed. I guess the only other thing I'll add is I only throw punches at this. So if you are going to be throwing kicks, you know, I'm assuming your kicks are stronger than punches, right? And that maybe would change things. But if you're just planning on boxing with it, then absolutely. Oh, and I got a 100-pound bag hanging from it too. I should say that. That's a 100-pound ProLast bag. So yeah, it's not, you know, the 100 pounds isn't too heavy for it in terms of the bag. And it's not, you can see when I hit it, it wasn't shaking, knocking into the wall or anything like that. So I would recommend getting one. All right. Thanks for watching.